right.
What is up, man? I love that song.
It's peppy. It's a good way to start the day, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we had a little setback between last week and this week. At the end of last week, we were so excited because we thought we had solved the Twitter auth thing using Okta, but then you messaged me earlier this week and said Okta does not return us the Twitter username, and we need that username in order to map. And so then we talked some more, and we're just gonna do it live. We're correctly, and you're like coding away there. You're like,
I'm doing it right now. I'm trying to see how far I can get. I feel like I'm so close.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, just a second.
Or do you want me to tell knock jokes?
Yeah, tell knock jokes. Just tell one. What's your best knock joke?
Oh man, I wish I knew a knock joke. I'm kind of out of dad jokes right now. Gosh.
Oh yeah, I'll share my screen. 1 second here.
Okay, all right.
I got a new setup, John. I have multiple monitors now.
Oh, didn't you already?
No, I had like one big curved one.
Oh, right. Okay.
So now I have one here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like look at people.
Look at the screen.
Yeah, which is super nice. And then I have the big curved one here. So okay. So
I've got 3 monitors.
I don't think I even need to resize because Microsoft sent me this monitor as like you're a new hire. Here's your monitor, and it's like a 1920 by 1080 monitor.
Okay.
I didn't even know they still made those, but 7 years ago when I started, they were like, "This is all you need, buddy."
Yep. I have 3 1920 1080 monitors, and they work fine for me.
Now you're just bragging. 1 second
here. I mean, I bought them out of pocket.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Black Friday sale. Okay. That's not a brag either. 1920, people are like, what are you in the...
So I've been, 1920 is not a flex, is it, at all?
No, it's not.
I've been using Copilot to do this because I don't know how else you would do this.
Yeah.
But yeah. Our secrets are up here. We're gonna rotate them. Everybody just relax. Yeah. It's not a real app. Okay. I have this, I made this thing, and it's like kind of works. No, I'm not trying to copy. I'm trying to kill it. And actually I should probably just watch the TypeScript here. That's not it. That ain't it.
I saw some good TikToks on console tips on the VS Code channel.
You did?
Yeah, they're like you can right click on the thing and change the icon, and you can change the color and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Change color, change icon. Yeah, look at that. And you can rename it. Yep. And then you can also put a different icon.
Blue. And change icon to, can I change, is there a TypeScript icon?
I don't think so.
Should be.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. You can use any of those.
There's a GitHub icon.
I know. It would be nice to, that's my feature request. I'd like more. But you can pick some
Copilot icon.
I know. There's some kind of, it seems a little hit and miss.
I think they're just surfacing all of the icons that are installed in, because there's an Azure icon. It's got to be contributed. It's
got a font icon pack probably, right?
I was like, I'll pick this one, but then I noticed that's the one it's currently using.
Yeah, it's already it. I've derailed you. Maybe magic.
Magic?
There was a magic wand.
I mean, we're going to need some magic. How about...
Okay.
Twitter icon.
Yeah.
It's sad because that's not even a Twitter icon anymore.
It is. It will always be the Twitter icon.
Man.
They can't take that away from us.
I have hard feelings towards Twitter now, John. Through this whole thing, now I'm just mad at it. I don't want to be on it. I'm angry at Twitter because of this.
I'm with you. We need a Twitter support group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, I need to talk through my hard feelings.
I miss. I mean, it was a fun community there too. I don't want to contribute to it these days. So.
No, I'm not on.
Yeah.
And my reason is because I'm angry about login.
Okay. Fair.
That's where I draw the line, apparently. All right. Man, I was doing this Copilot workshop yesterday, and I realized that like one of the great things about Copilot, as I do this right here, is that basically there are some things that every developer can now do. So for one of these, for example, is every developer is now an expert in the terminal. And the reason for this is that in the terminal, you're always doing very specific tasks. For instance, like if I want to know how many folders are in the node modules folder, right? 92.
That's crazy. I have not been using it in the terminal.
I mean, it's wild. The other day I was like, how do I set the node? I was like, well, first, is the node, I was like, list out all environment variables. I was looking for the node environment variable. Here they all are. Like, okay.
What?
Yeah. And then it's like, and then I was like, well, there's no node environment. So like set the node env var, but like you don't tell it to set to what? So it's like, and then you can go in here and like modify this. Oh no, you can in insiders, but you can here too. So then it's like this development run.
Okay, chat.
And then if you check it back, like
this is crazy.
Now it's here, right? So this is the kind of thing where prior I'm like doing Google searches and stuff, but now every developer is an expert in the terminal. Every developer.
I honestly did not know this is a thing. And I know there's the GitHub CLI has some Copilot stuff. What did you type to do that?
I'm just hitting Control I in the terminal to get the inline chat because it knows that I'm using PowerShell, and so everything's tailored to just me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I've never completely connected with PowerShell.
I was using earlier. I had to do this. I had to come up with a secret key for the session here, right here. And I was like, generate secret key. And it's like, all right.
New good.
That's not what he used. It gave me a crypto before. It was like, generate secret key. I don't know. Use crypto. Is that a thing? Crypto? Sounds.
It is. I'm going to buy a share.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam. There it is.
That's just beautiful.
All right.
All right. This is already added value.
You know my favorite chat? You know what my favorite terminal keyboard shortcut is? What's yours, John?
Terminal shortcut?
Yeah. Like keyboard shortcut to use in the terminal. There's one that everyone needs to know.
Oh, well. I mean, you're already winning on this. I mean, I'll tell you one I've learned lately in the Windows terminal is Control Shift M puts it in mark mode. I don't think it'll work here. It works in the Windows terminal though.
Mark mode? So you can edit it? So you can copy it, you mean?
You can copy it or you can click on things supposedly.
But you can do that anyway, can't you? Well, you can here at least.
Yeah, so Shift Tab to like move between URLs. It has some additional things, but it doesn't do it in the not that I know of in the VS Code terminal, but it does some extra things in the Windows terminal app. So that was one thing I picked up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let me see. I've been using, I don't know, like I'm not sure. So one issue is I'm using several different things and I'm not sure which is bringing those features in. So like autocomplete stuff with shift right arrow does some neat things. I don't know. What's your favorite?
My favorite, and the only one you need to know, chat, is Control L. It clears the terminal.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the most powerful keyboard shortcut in the terminal.
I don't.
But like it doesn't. It just like clears the. It doesn't. All your history is still there. It just clears.
Yeah.
in the Bash terminal, there's several. Like there's Control A takes you to the front. You often that doesn't work in PowerShell. In PowerShell, it's just home.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's try to make this work.
So the goal here is people that have existing link bundles using their Twitter account can migrate them over. So what'll happen is when there's like this import, you log in using something else, and then it'll say looking for your old, import whatever, and you click on that, and it'll take you to this other single serving website.
Right. Exactly.
And you log in with Twitter, and then you log in with your other thing, and it maps them over in the database.
Oh,
essentially.
My terminal's glitching.
Oh, that's too many keyboard shortcuts.
Apparently.
The chat is very quiet today. I'm like wondering if something's broken.
It's Friday. I don't blame them. It's also Flag Day.
Is it?
Just saying.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what is a PowerShell extension? Get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Everything just died.
On. David Pine's here. Hassan's here. All right, how folks. All right.
What are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna.
Okay, people are here.
We're gonna node mon this thing because we can. Woo! Okay. Running on that local host, that host that is so local. And then
I think there should be a thing of A-listing your local host.
So this is the error that I keep getting, is that it cannot find request token in session. So you can see the OAuth has been completed because here's the token and the verifier.
I can't see anything. Your font's like super tiny there. Oh, well, it's just, it's not, it's just consoling it out. I need some Bootstrap or something.
Yeah, it's just consolating out. So I can't really I don't know what's happening here. This is the error. Okay. And if I ask Copilot about this, it's like,
fail to find token in session. So can we get the session? Can you dump the session out? So what's happened? You've logged in with Twitter.
You see, it doesn't. Yeah, we've logged in, and then in the callback here, it's throwing an error here.
Okay, so where's it getting to? Passport.
I believe right here.
Oh man, I haven't seen Passport for a while.
Passport, yeah.
Yeah. So Passport is succeeding? Yes.
Yes. I kind of want to look at the Passport docs here.
Okay.
No. Not.
Yes. Where are we going today?
Passport. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Documentation.
That's pretty cool.
Sign in with Facebook.
Where's Twitter?
The flow should be the same, right?
I thought we were gonna code it raw.
We are gonna code it raw. Let's see what they did here. So they got some starters on GitHub. Okay. Let's see what they're doing. .env, express, path, cookie parser, logger, index router. Okay. So they got a base route. Where is their fetch to-dos? We don't care about this. Where are you logging in? Okay.
Search on the repo for Twitter.
Let's see, what do they got?
So in the upper right search box there.
Here?
Right there. Just type Twitter. I'm backseat driving today.
The Twitter account is not like passport.js.org, docs.twittermd. Hey. Log in with Twitter. Okay. Twitter strat. Okay. Passport.use, consumer key, consumer secret, callback. Yes.
Did you have all that? I didn't see that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not doubting you. I mean, I was, but I'm not anymore.
Where this is in their docs. How do I get to the docs? Passport.org docs. There is something in the docs for Twitter. There's no Twitter. Passport Twitter.
There it is. Passport Twitter. Is there a separate package or something?
This is the one. This is the one I'm using.
Oh.
So I'm using TypeScript, but
Yeah.
So they're using Passport use new Twitter strategy. Passport use new Twitter strategy. Consumer key, consumer secret, callback, function, token secret profile CB, token secret profile CB. User.find or create.
It's people, Hassan saying, go down to the authentication section.
Okay, app.get off Twitter, which we're doing. Off Twitter, passport.authenticate. Yup. Here's the callback. Twitter callback, passport authenticate, Twitter, failure redirect. Here's an example. To-dos express Twitter. Okay. App. There's an auth router. Auth.
Oh, we should do, you could do a live share. I doubt it would help, but it'd be fun.
Look at these. I mean, some of the stuff's hard to understand. OAuth callback Twitter success return failure redirect to login.
So you did router.get.
I'm doing all of this stuff.
Is it possible to are you getting into that function?
Am I getting this far?
Yeah.
I think it's failing here.
People are saying I need to live share and paste ASCII art into your code.
Okay,
Hassan has some things to say. Passport authenticate Twitter, failure redirect login, blah, blah, blah. Do you see that?
Sorry, 1 second.
You can do a failure message.
Where?
In passport authenticate. I'm sharing the thing on the screen. Passport.authenticate Twitter, failure redirect. And then you can do, so on that line there, you can do comma after line 53. After there, do comma. So after login, now sorry, see, live share. Right after login, yep, comma, failure message, true. Yep. Thank you.
What's that supposed to do for us?
It's supposed to show a failure message if it fails. Which would be at least we would know why it's failing.
I think everything's
not replacing Twitter with X. Okay.
Localhost 3000 auth. Twitter, let's go. Give me the Zuck. Okay, so if we're looking at the stack, lib router index layer route.js. This is all middleware.
Failed to find request token in session. I wonder if there's an issue on that repo. Somebody else having this problem. Passport.
Let's Google it.
Twitter failed to find.
So I saw this where people are saying you got to set this secure to false, which I did do. In Twitter's app settings, should show the following fields of these values: website, callback. I believe that is what I have in Twitter. Let's double check.
Oh, yeah, your callback. Is it going to localhost?
I think 127.0.0.1 auth Twitter callback. That's right.
Can you have multiple?
Yeah, you can have multiple.
Okay. Man, I'm a little spoiled with C# where you can debug a little easier.
Yeah, we can set up debugging.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm seeing if I can find an easy answer here. First, your callback is localhost and using spread. Make sure the secure cookie option is set to false, which we did do. Cookie secure is false.
Is it
okay.
requiring
Doing resave? Yeah. We got a secret.
Yeah.
Resave is forces the session to be saved back to the session store, even if the session was never modified during the request. I don't know what that does. Why not? True, true, true. Okay, if that didn't work, check same site option to strict, change it to lax. What?
Are you using like local tunnel or ngrok or something? Oh,
no. Okay. This is all.
Yeah, let's debug it. I think that's totally going to work.
So let's just try one more time. See if that.
Oh, somebody's saying use 127.0.0.
Oh, I bet that's what it is. Who said that?
It's in Stack Overflow.
I bet that's what it is. I bet the problem is actually this.
And you may need that in the callback also. Yeah, other places are saying that too.
There we go. Failed to serialize user into session. That's at least a different error.
Woo! Okay.
All right. First step is always to pop it into Copilot. See what it says.
Can you response write a style block that sets the font size, base font?
Like, oh, this right here. Can I fix this?
Yeah, I can't really get at that. I mean, yeah, but it's not persistent.
All right. So it says suggest that passport serialized user method is either not defined or not working. This method is crucial. The typical use of serialized users to store the user ID. Given the excerpt from your active file, it seems like serialization or possibly the deserialization are missing or incorrectly implemented. Well, you wrote all this code, Copilot, so if they're missing, that's on you. Serialized user. Okay. Where does this go? Serialize and deserialize right before the routes.
I think you put them anywhere, right? They're just
right there. No, middleware, it matters the order. Now what? What is this?
You've got that already, right? Oh, no.
Doesn't exist on type user. This is a TypeScript thing. It fixed that. Now will it fix this? It's like fixing things that I'm not highlighting. Unknown is not assignable to type string. Can I do this? When in doubt, any your way to freedom. Okay. It's Friday. Any your way to freedom. What are we doing?
I
Now
don't know.
We're gonna. It should just still be running.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then failed to find request token in session. We're back to the original error.
Are you? Yeah.
Let's try. Because I don't know.
What happened?
We win is what happened.
Okay.
We
So
did
it. Copilot just said add this and this, and you said okay, and then it worked.
Yeah, I just copied and pasted, and now I'm a programmer.
Okay, so this is going to be. We need to turn this into something that looks semi-legit, and then we need to deploy it.
I'm glad you brought that up. So if you remember,
or we could iframe it.
We need to no. What we need to do is because we're passing to the. If you remember the flow here, we got to back up. 1 second. Let's pull over our
try. Yeah, that was not the first try. Love it.
First try, yeah. First try.
4,000 times. We're gonna need some sort of celebration when this actually goes live, like for real.
I mean, like you and I, seriously, John, we should go down to San Francisco and just protest in front of the Twitter offices. I don't know what we would say.
Yeah.
Right, chat. We'll all get together. We'll have a big party. Everyone's invited. We're gonna go picket the Twitter offices about auth. Okay. I need to run this, and I don't remember how. I think it's like that.
Oh yeah. We were gonna set up a script to launch them all.
Yeah, I think I did at some point, but you need these different windows open. It's kind of important.
Yeah. So you can do that though, right? You can set up a launch thing that pops open multiple windows, and
I'm sure you can. Yeah, and we should. You're right.
I played. It's late in the dev process now.
It's func start. It's been so long since I've started this thing.
I think you do swa start, and it kicks off.
And then it's swa start, and I think everything is just running.
It's wired up. It's been a bit. We did it without debugging the code, which I'm not sure if that's a flex or not.
There we go. Is it running? It's going to be. Yeah. Okay. So if you remember from we have this like new flow where it's like people's like, where's Twitter? And we're like, don't sweat it. You can do this import thing. And then people log in with GitHub or something else.
Yep.
And when they log in and then they go to my lists, and what they see is this import button. And then when we click on this button, we need to send them over to this new site. And when we send them here, we need to also send their current provider that they're logged in, which is GitHub, and their new username. And we're going to send that as plain text in the URL. And why can we do that? Why is that okay to do?
Yeah, convince me.
Because it's already displayed here, right? It'll be here, but this is not private information to them, right? It's on their machine. They know what their username and.
Yeah, but could I guess? Could I take over yours?
You could go here.
I could go GitHub in Burke, Holland.
Yeah, you could do that. So the thing is, like, if you want to import your Twitter lists into someone else's URL list, you can do that.
Do we want that? Like, so that means I'm going and I'm saying, mapping all of your Twitter lists into my account. So I've basically taken over all your Twitter lists.
No, you've given me. You can't take over. You can just give.
Okay.
So the point is, like, if you really want to do that, if you want to give all your lists away, isn't that up to you?
I mean, I guess, but then are you kind of spamming somebody else by loading up a bunch of random stuff into their lists?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's much of a problem, but
No, it kind of is a problem, though, now that I think about it. Because what if you create a bunch of terrible lists and then you go assign them?
right. All of a sudden now, people are like, "You're list bombing." I mean, we could, simply encode it. We could throw it in a JSON blob and encode it using some sort of key. That's like, I mean, not to like, it would be crackable, but it's like whatever. Okay, so there's a few ways to do this. One is have a Cosmos like mapping thing that's very short, and it's just basically like has a key and then the value is in Cosmos.
What's the key?
The key is just some random generated thing. Like
Then
we
what's
just
the value?
So the value is timestamp or something. Let's just assume it's like the point is it's like treat it like a primary key into the database.
Okay.
So we shove some data in the database just temporarily, and it's like Burke Holland GitHub and the key of ABCD. And then we put ABCD in the URL and do the redirect over. So that way,
you have to initiate it in order to even get the key.
Exactly. And then you can't reverse engineer it. It's just a random number. And then, I mean, that is a way to do it. I may be overthinking it. This is how I've done stuff like this in the past. Is like, it's basically like a Dropbox or like a PO box. You know what I mean? So
let's do this. Because we've gotten this far, let's do it without that. But then I think that's probably the easiest way is to just slap it in a table and then do the lookup.
Exactly.
And if it isn't there, just be like, yo, this migration is not legit. You've been reported to the FBI. I mean, that's the message I would show to people.
Yes.
Your local law enforcement has been notified.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing we need to do here is we need to do something. We need to import. So now we have their name.
We've got both. Well, we've got the Twitter, and do we have to get? Oh, and then it's passed in the thing. Provider and. So in order to,
if I wonder, like, because we need to know, let's log out here.
Okay.
If we do this, John, and we pass, okay, do we get that on the other side? We don't.
So this also seems like,
this is also a problem, because how are we going to pass?
So this page now is authenticated with Twitter. And so then you also need them to log in using their other provider.
I need to know what the other provider is. Like because what we could do here is from here, when you click import, we go insert that into the database, and then we have this key. Okay. And then we pass the key over to this site to do the actual.
Yeah.
But we can't. Once we send them through Twitter auth, that gets dropped. So
does Twitter auth allow any kind of passing data through the Twitter auth process?
Right.
Or can you do it as a session, as a cookie or a session key or something?
I know what we do. This is relatively easy.
Okay.
Watch this. Where's auth Twitter? So auth Twitter, I need to do password authenticate. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. We're going to rec res here. Remove the new user. Basically, you pull it here. We need to set the callback URL. Because my guess is if I do this, all right, let's just back out here for a second. This should work just fine. This is fine.
I'm not sure. Does the callback go with what is set in Twitter settings or what you pass?
That's what I want to find out. If I pass it over, will it? Log out. Okay. Oh, I'm not, I don't think, I guess we can't do, I guess it has to be done like this. My bad. It'll work now. Yeah, see? So we have to modify, the here.
Okay, the flow.
We need to, before this happens, so basically what we need to do here is, and I'm going to ask Copilot about this because I'm not actually sure. So I'm going to say, before we send the user to Twitter to log in, we need to modify the callback URL configuration for Passport. How can I do that on this route?
You're not really saying how you want to modify it. Maybe it'll get it.
No, I'm not. So define the, so it's auth Twitter rec res. So it's close. Const callback, Passport authenticate. And then, okay, and then it's passing the next. That's why I got hung up. So this should work. No overload matches this call. What is the callback URL? Pass rect callback. What is going on here? What are the actual, I can't.
Oh, it mistyped that.
What is pass rec to callback URL? I can't even see. I don't know what this means. Pass rec to callback URL? If
Passport request?
True. Is that enough to do it?
No, because you're never using that value callback URL.
But I'm passing this rec.
Oh.
Of course, I have no idea what this does because it's undefined.
Yeah, I think this is hallucination.
Well, let's see that. Well, let's see if it passes the rec. Let's see. Okay. Auth. Log out. Doing the same thing. There we go. No, it did not. It did not. And what did Copilot wanted us to do? Like,
it actually wants you, yeah.
Which is, this is not, no overload. There is no overload. So what are the options? Assign property, auth info, failure flash. So these are all the things we can do here. What is password? Like, this is stuff that's in their thing
What
that
about
isn't
session info? Well, I'm wondering
this is a part of their library and it's not defined.
Yeah.
Save login, state in session.
Can we ask Copilot again?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, let's see what it says. It needs to know callback URL is not a valid property. You'll need to adjust the strategy configuration at the point where you define the strategy itself.
Oh my goodness.
Well, yes, I know that, but I need to adjust it. I need to adjust it in the route. It seems there was a misunderstanding. This feature depends on specific strategy implementation and how it handles.
So do you define it earlier?
Rec session return to equals rec session password authenticate Twitter.
Oh.
Initiates.
So you define it on rec.session. Can you do that?
Set some session variable. This is your callback. Yeah, so we could say rec.session. So we could pull it here. We could pop it here instead of doing all this business. We actually don't need any of this. We just do this. And then here we can say store the new user query param in the session. Right?
Yeah. Oh, and then it'll be available after the redirect. Maybe.
That's the idea. And then when the callback comes in, hello, your username is blank and your new user query param.
All right, chat. What's the likelihood? What's your bet on this working? I'm going to give it a solid 47%.
Really? No faith in me. There we go. Well, I didn't pass the parameter. I forgot. Let's try again.
Okay. 37%.
Come on.
You should have running odds.
Nope.
Betting.
Nope.
Undefined.
Undefined.
Okay.
Is it a new session? Wait.
I feel like we're getting okay.
New user name. Actually, we should just adjust this. Easier.
Yeah. We should we've had some people jump in. We should redefine what we're doing here. So we have a website. the URL list. We're doing a rewrite of it. The problem is that previously it only used Twitter auth. We're adding in a bunch of other things, but Twitter auth is now kind of broken. So we're basically creating a mapping page that will allow you to import your previous saved data into your new account. But in order to do that, we need to pass some information through the redirect. Does that sound about right?
Yes. We need to get that name out the other side. Failed to find request token in session. Oh, we already did that. New user. Okay, so this is not, it never actually finds this. Is it
Are we able to just store something like in a session cookie or in a?
That's what we're trying to do right here. Yeah, this is what is happening right here.
Okay.
But this new user parameter does not appear to be there. Time to set up debugging. So first thing we need to do is we need to turn on source maps. Source maps has got to be true. And I got to decrease the font size here. This is terrible. Source maps is true. And then now this gets tricky. I need to attach the debugger to a running node process.
Or you can just restart it. Please. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I'm using the VS Code participant, and I'm asking you to search the VS Code docs. I wanted to give me a launch configuration that will attach the debugger. I just did this the other day, but I don't remember. You know, one of the tricky things about debugging in VS Code is that you need these launch configurations to do it, and you have to make them yourself.
No, so normally I'll just hit debug and it'll say you need a configuration. Do you want to use this? And it'll have you pick one.
Right. We can do that, right? We can say, you know, it is a Node.js. The problem is this isn't going to work.
Okay.
Right. So this will give us a launch.json, right? So here we go. Okay. So what happened here? I want to create a launch configuration, Node.js. But yeah, see, and then it matters the way that we actually call this thing. So we want to do this. We actually don't want this. There's a couple things in here that are important. So let's look here. This type, it should be
PWA node.
Please use node instead. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a node process. So we're going to attach the debugger to a running process. We're going to skip the node internals, and we're going to, and it has to be on port 9229. That's the secret sauce because this is the node debug port.
Okay.
And then we need to start our app with the -- inspect. And I think that because we're running with nodemon over here, I think we can still do this. And what this does is it runs on 9229, that special debug port.
Okay.
Yeah, see, 9229.
All right.
And then now we can attach the debugger.
Oh my goodness.
And the debugger is attached. And our session is, our dot is red. That's good. In VS Code, if you see a circle, it's not red, it's just that's bad.
A circle, yeah. Same in VS 2022.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's log out. Let's auth, Twitter, new username.
People are asking to make sure that the query string name is right.
Rec query, new username. Am I still passing the wrong value?
Okay, I'm just saying that somebody did call that out. Yeah.
How do can I like abort this? I can't. I just have to continue. Now we got to log out again. I feel like Twitter is going to like rate limit us.
Yeah, they're going to rate limit. They're going to boot you out.
I can't. What is that? What is that?
In this room.
User new username. We got to fix all this here. Fix it here. This is some ugly code, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
it's at the moment it's just awful. Man, did it log it for us though? New username, John Galloway. So we picked it up there, but then when we went back to get it, it's like the session is different. The session is it a new session when we come back?
Well, that's what I'm thinking is because of the redirect, does it create a new session? I think it kind of does. That's why I'm wondering if you could put it in a cookie instead. Because if it's a persistent cookie, it'll still be.
Yeah, that's okay. Can I put the new username variable value in a cookie instead of a session? Cookie parser. Okay. Fair enough, John. You suggested this before, and I was like, no.
Well,
pull you off.
I always wonder about. There's like all this old school web tech. Then it'll be like cookies redeprecated in like Chrome 128.
Cookie parser might not be installed. Yeah, that's fine. And because we're using TypeScript, it's actually less concerned about that and what's more concerned about the types.
Oh.
And now it'll go away. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Gone. All right. We're going to use the cookie parser.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Actually, I don't want to do that there. Here's all our use. Does it matter where yeah, it's fine.
That seems like a good place.
Const new username.
So this is in the actual redirect thing, or before doing the get.
So our existing logic is here. Read the cookie instead. Okay, so we're going to set the username here. Although we want to get it from the rec. They're going to set in the cookie, new username, HTTP only, flags the cookie to be accessible only by the web server.
Which is good. There's a whole thing about this. So that means that people can't, in the browser itself.
Does that also mean that they don't need to have cookies turned on in the browser?
Well, I don't know, but it's safer because JavaScript can't get in and steal and do cookie stealing or tampering. Okay.
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah. Sort of. Question is, are we talking about HTTP only cookies? Kind of. I mean, we're doing a thing that redirects through Twitter auth, and we're trying to pass some values through the redirect.
Boom.
I got it. Cookie for the win. I wish I had an animated GIF for a cookie.
Let's go cookies.
Okay.
So now what we need to do is
we're hacking like crazy.
Dude, it's like we're in here with a machete just swinging wildly.
Monkey with the machine gun time. Okay.
Yeah, it's like we have a hammer and we're just blindfold.
Slopping code everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Now what do we need to do? Okay, so now we have the two things we need. We have their new username and their identity provider, and we have their old Twitter name. And so now we need to retrieve we need to go to Cosmos and get every record from the database where.
Or can we run an update query in Cosmos?
Well,
can you issue a command to Cosmos that says update record where? Or, but you're saying we don't want to do an update. We want to do a copy. Is that what you're saying?
No, we do want to do an update.
Okay.
I'm going to move some stuff over because I'm going to pull the Cosmos stuff in. At this point, we don't want to show keys. So I'm just going to move some values in off screen because I have two monitors now.
Yeah, you do. This is some progress.
AMA.
I cannot wait. Once the new site's live, like we got dark mode, we got browser session storage, we got all kinds of cool stuff. We can light up new features.
All right, so I've got that moved over. I want to pull in the Cosmos.
You can sell banner ads.
DB connection. I'm just gonna call it DB connection stream. And I'm gonna grab that from here. Cosmos DB. So we have where is our database currently? It must be under my subscription.
Yeah. I don't even know because we've been playing on a dummy database. I think, or I forget. You gave me access to it. It's in there.
We need to move.
Yeah.
Can I create a new database here? Let me try this.
Could we? Yeah, I'm wondering if we copy it over. Now we have to worry about production database things.
Yeah. Let's go to the Azure portal. Let's do portal things. By the way, it's like 90 degrees here today.
Is it?
Yeah. Wow. Sweltering.
Let me tell you what it is here in San Diego.
It's only June 14th. It's like a little too early for that nonsense. All right. I believe this is the production one, or this one is.
Yeah.
There's two, John.
It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit here. I could have guessed that.
In the Data Explorer,
does this have AI built in? Everything's got AI now.
The portal?
Yeah.
Why are there no items in here? To prevent queries, the network settings for this account preventing the data. Enable public access to proceed. So this is, I don't believe this is the right database. I believe it's this one. So we need to copy this database to my personal account. We need to move this thing over.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Copilot up here. What happens if I click that? Look at the sidebar. We can do that. We can do. Okay, so it's called link bundles. We need to. So we got to do a couple things here. First, we need to create.
So I have a question. Do you want to move it, or do you want to just copy it for now? Work against a copy of production.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. We want to copy it.
Okay. Get me all a little scared.
And I think that we can do that with a data factory. Applying mitigation. Service issue. Take me back home. I think we can do that with a data factory, which you can see I've already done. So if we go to this data factory.
I'm not familiar. I honestly, there's a lot of Azures. What is a data factory? Is it a thing?
I don't really know. Here, John, you can either ingest, orchestrate, transform.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't know, but you can copy data at scale once on a schedule, which is what we want to do. We want to run once. We can actually set this up so that it runs like every week, and so our database is always up to date with production.
That's neat.
That's pretty dope.
We should have some sort of data production, data enterprise stuff going on anyhow, right?
Azure Cosmos DB for NoSQL. Azure Cosmos DB for Mongo. Connection. Let's make a new connection because I don't remember what I called it. So let's just call this old or current production URList. Connection string, account type, service principal, Azure subscription. It's in my subscription, right? Wait. There we are. The account name is this, and the database name is the URL list.
Oh my goodness.
Current production. Connection failed. Why?
More. That's funny. More.
Must originated from through public internet. This is blocked. How is it the public internet? I am literally in Azure.
You're copying from Azure to Azure.
What?
Ask Copilot. I don't know.
Why, man? Burke DB. URL list. Apply. Why? I don't understand.
What will happen if your data?
Let's kill it. Can I kill it?
Didn't expect this to happen. Let's ask a Copilot. I don't know.
What in the world?
Do we have to export and import? Maybe.
I mean, we could write a script to do that.
What it's saying, it's through the. I want to ask. I want to ask a manager. I want to talk to a manager.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Let's read them slowly.
I don't know how to. Where are the connections? How do I? What is this? What are these things?
This is a weird. This
I'm in a
data
state.
factory
I can't.
interface.
I gotta get out of here. Go to this. No, right here. No, I can't. Nothing is clickable. Cancel.
You're in the data factory now. You're trapped in the data factory.
All right, hold on. Where is monitor, manage? Where are my connections? I want to delete all these. Delete. This one too. Now this one.
The data factory has you.
Let's go.
Failed to delete. It's like, nice try, Burke.
What? Why? Just let me live my life. You know, chat, what are y'all eating for lunch? I want to know. I'm going to have Subway.
Subway's good. Do you have Jersey Mike's there? Jersey Mike's.
We do have Jersey Mike's. Yeah, it's not close by, but we have one.
Okay. I might go for that today.
This is the South, but we do have a Jersey Mike's.
Do you have Piggly Wiggly?
We do have Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, that's funny that you know that that's a thing.
I went to a school back when I was in the Navy in Orlando, and there were Piggly Wigglies there.
It's booming, man. It's like so for people who don't know, chat, you're like, what is a Piggly Wiggly? It's like a really low end supermarket.
Yeah.
But it has recently become, what's the word? Like, what do you call it when suddenly like Pabst Blue Ribbon is the beer?
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know.
Something that used to be like low end and then it gets made high end by the hipsters.
Gentrified almost.
Yeah, gentrified. So it's been gentrified essentially. Like it is the spot.
Wow. Okay.
So we couldn't delete any of those old connections, and why should we be able to?
That's a problem.
Please.
Can you create new connections to the same
current
thing?
prod? So this is current prod. Connect. It probably would if I used I bet it's because I'm using an account key and it wants me to use a service principal.
Okay, we are getting hit with this left and right.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be migrated to manage identity. No account keys.
Add dynamic content. Subscription.
Yes. Data Factory does need a chat GPT window. Or Copilot. I mean, we call them Copilots, but.
That's the DB account name, database name. I think it's called, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but that's weird. You're having to type it in. That's scary. It's not auto-completing.
Odd. Service principal? Oh, gosh. I don't know how to do any of this.
Yeah, it's not easy. System.
I do a managed identity.
Yeah, that seems better. Let's get over here.
Like, just use the one.
Help me out.
That
seems moving. That's scary though, that it didn't complete.
Test connection.
Manage identity is not ready. Newly assigned.
Please try again after 10 minutes.
10 what? Or 90 days? Okay, do we need to do this right now? Can we keep moving forward by, I don't know. So we got like 20 more minutes on the stream. We can like mess with piping data over, but I'm wondering if.
Well, what I could do is, in the meantime, like we could just connect to the database and read all the rows.
And just iterate through them.
Yeah, just return to the user like, hey, you're about to update this many. You're about to import this many items. You sure you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can do database boring configuration login things off screen.
So I'm actually going to pull in. Get my keys. Get my connection string. Copy. Move. Paste.
Okay, here I need to keep bouncing us around. There we go.
All right, it's good. It's all good. Okay, so now here, if we were gonna clean this up some, we might want to do like auth routes, like auth routes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have, we'd have a route for handling the import, I guess.
Yeah. Now that it's in the cookie, it's easier too. We don't have to.
So for the auth route, we're gonna I can't remember what the import is. That's it. That's it. Thank you. So what we want to do here on the auth route is instead of handling these things here, we want to like.
You're doing some refactoring.
Yes. Yes. And we need to import passport, which I assume it's going to do. Yes. And then for the log out, we want to do something similar here. Right. Right. All right.
Do you need to change app-get to router.get?
That is correct. So that's log out.
And then do we need to remove them from the app?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We're going to pull these out here.
I'm mostly asking to make sure I'm following.
And then I'm actually going to pull this.
Oh, right. You don't need it.
We don't need to say Twitter here. Let's just do login. We'll just have login and then log out. And then I want to import this thing.
It's a bit of a race, by the way. I think we've been doing this for almost a year now. So the question is, can we go live in under a year?
That's ridiculous, man. You'd think we were building Office from scratch or something.
I mean, we did. We most of the problems were not coding. They were like, oh yeah, by the way, this is no longer supported, or that kind of stuff.
Oh, and we need the callback. Oh, let's put the callback over there. So we're cleaning up the main file here.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay. It seems pretty happy about all that stuff. So, okay, so these are all the auth routes. And now we need the import routes. So for that, let's come over here to... Actually, let's make sure that this...
Yeah, still works.
Yeah, that the car still runs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good sign. Log out works. Does log in work?
Yeah, it's still auth. Oh, yeah.
Cannot get auth Twitter call back.
Well, the callback URL probably changed. Do we need to change that in Twitter?
I think it's because of this. There we go. Failed to find request token in session. I think that's probably because...
You're still writing the cookie?
No, it's because our login process got interrupted. Here we go. So
okay.
This is all working.
Except the param was not set.
No, I didn't set the param, which is okay. You want to go back and try it again?
Wow.
Now what do we want to do now?
Do you want to do a query just to say, yeah, we can connect to database, set up the...
Yeah, let's create a new file here, services.
And it can just basically say, like, you are about to import 15 new lists from this Twitter account to this GitHub account. And that basically is our stub for where we'll actually do the data.
Yeah, so Steve. Oh, Steve's gonna kill me. His last name escapes me at the moment.
You're talking about Blazor Steve? Steve Sanderson?
No, not Blazor Steve. The guy, I think he's like an engineering director at Vercel now, or maybe he went somewhere else. Anyway, he wrote this TypeScript package for Cosmos, and I learned so much about JavaScript and TypeScript from this guy. He's so smart.
Oh.
And this freaking the Cosmos DB TypeScript stuff for Azure is the most underrated SDK in the world. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah. So let's do so this service connects to Cosmos DB and returns all of a user's. And I just wanted to stub out, like, give me the imports and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Fair enough. So Cosmos client here. Yes, but use a connection string instead. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So now for the database here, the database is called Burke DB. 1 second. Nope. John, move me off the screen.
Get you out of the screen. Okay, and remove. And let's go here. I wish we need like a little some sort of animation, maybe a game. You could watch me do the I forget, Edge has like a skiing game. There's like on Chrome, there's the dinosaur jump game, but Edge has a game built in. Edge game. Surf.
Figure out where I'm at.
Surf. Edge : surf. Edge / surf. It's probably been removed for security. Now, okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. It's a race. Window, surf. So we've got Edge : / surf. So here we are. So we hit spacebar to start playing. Let's get us over on the side. There's a better spot. Okay. So we can pick our surfer or double click to start playing. And then now I'm just surfing. So we're on Twitch and we're playing a game. So this is again Edge. This would be great if it was multiplayer. Ah, I crashed. I'm not very good at this.
All right.
Double click to resume.
So then
Are you ready to get back on screen soon?
Yeah, you can put me back up.
Okay. All right.
So the callback, this is kind of crude, but let's import our service. So here, hello. Get user lists. Why is it not coming up in my import service from services import service? So I actually want to, is this a promise? It's an async function. What are you doing, Copilot? Like, come on. This is not, oh, you know why? Because it's not an async function. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to do what you tell me to do.
It's like you're off the rails here already.
All right, so now we're going to call and see if we can get back. And for this, you will excuse me for just a second.
Are you off screen again?
Yeah, I am off screen. I'm going to log out of Twitter and in as myself.
Okay. So we're back on here. Now, there's not really much we can do. We can get power-ups. Oh my goodness.
Are you still playing the? You're surfing.
I'm surfing.
Well, I'm over
People
here.
are worried, by the way, that you need to change your connection strings and keys and all that. But,
I do. We do. I have to rotate it.
oh no, I'm being chased.
So the URL is going to go down here in about 30 minutes. Import service module has no default export.
Got to get that power up. I don't know. There's like something you need to do to use your power-ups, and I don't know what that is. I think if I get 3 power-ups, then it can do something else. Oh, there's jumps too. There's ramps. Really not.
What is not like about this? Argument of type string undefined is not.
Ah! I got further than 50.81.
Hello, your Twitter username is blah, and you.
Are you ready to get back on screen soon?
Yeah, you can. And you have blank lists. So items is a resource. Do I get items? What does items give me? Items dot count length. Okay.
Exciting.
There's no way this works.
We're close to the end, by the way.
A chance.
We should wrap up in the next 5.
All right. I'm wrapping up.
But this is great. Now we have an importer website. So I am curious. We could even show this to make it more legit. We could show it iframed in the site even.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
I mean, then it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm off on some weirdo site, you know.
Inspect. You gotta, I can't. I literally can't do life at this point. Okay. No, could not parse the provided connection string. Lies. I know why that is. 1 second. Coming back. Bear with me.
There it is. Right there.
You all right? Somebody just dropped a bowling ball upstairs. For the connection string, we actually want to use the .env package, which I don't think I've even installed. Read it.
Oh, I was using that speed boost. Okay.
1 second. I just got to make sure I've got the right value. DB connection string. Okay. Fair enough. Bam. Coming back. All right. So now we've got the connection string.
Okay.
Again.
So you have some hard-coded keys and stuff in here. Are you able to push this to a private repo and share it with me, or?
Yeah, I'll pull it all. I put it all in an env file, and so okay. I just won't check that part in.
Oh, rad. Okay.
So let's log out. And let's log in. And now it should log in. No, log in. Now it should log in as me. It's not.
You have 0 lists.
That is true. I need to hold on. Let me log. I just logged out. Twitter, auth Twitter.
I got to see if it's the Python Pulse on today.
How is it possible? Private window, maybe? Oh, no, wait. We have to be careful about this. 127.0.0.1 auth login. Oh, but then it's going to want me to log. I don't know. I don't know what my... Well, let's see what happens.
So this is a question. Did we move on from Blazor? No, we did not. This is kind of a small little single serving portion of the thing. It's a tiny little subsection of the site. It's because we need to do Twitter authorization.
Hey!
Okay.
Wait, but is that true? Do I actually have 15 lists?
I hope you have more than 15 lists. This is.
I think I do. So I believe that Cosmos DB caps the request.
Yeah, this is just a little migration.
That's so weird. It is stuck on. It can't. So we can, John, we could probably end. The only other thing we would do here is be like, so here, loop over, the request is capped at 15 lists. Please get all the lists. Because I don't remember, I just know it caps them.
And it has to iterate through.
Oh, continuation token, mutation token. No. Anyway, we're at time. I think I can push this to you.
Yeah. So I feel like this is now pretty close in a place where we can start. I mean, we have a working system now. We can log into two things. We can do the migration.
You know what I learned?
What's that?
Writing our own auth was way easier than trying to implement someone else's.
A hosted service. I think all the hosted auth services now are like Twitter. Don't want to deal. You know?
I mean, I had this thought that last night that one of the things, like, what have I learned here kind of thing? Like,
oh, we definitely should recap some.
Like, what are you going to do now differently in your life moving forward?
Yeah.
Let me stop sharing the screen. I have to find, hold on, I got to find StreamYard. I don't even know where you are. I've lost you.
I'm right here.
Oh, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Well, we got to.
One of the things that I was thinking that I learned through this whole thing is that, there you are. Is that when you tie yourself to someone's abstraction, that you are relinquishing control to a degree, and you are. It's nice. The abstraction's nice.
It's
but how we wrote our own auth from the beginning. Yeah,
it might have saved some overall time. Yeah.
No, here's the way it would happen. We would have written the auth. We would have gone back and been like, I don't remember writing this. How does this even work? Right? We'd be in the same.
So the moral to the story is you can't win. And with that, happy
you can't win. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll play us off. And I think we now have some codes moving forward. We actually are kind of unblocked on this. It was very exciting.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Playing us off.